What the fuck?
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'm a poker holder, you choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no.
So, good evening, people. Welcome back to another live stream, back with another match reaction. And yeah, I do apologise that this is coming rather late. I just decided to calm myself down-ish. Just went to dash out and get some food. Just why not, innit? You can tell I've still not got over it. So hence why I'm dressed different from the watch along. So yeah, I don't know why I'm laughing, you know. It's just utter crap. I'm baffled. Literally, I'm baffled how we have gone from the team that we were last season to now. The football is absolutely horrendous. And I don't care what anyone says. Every single one of them who are involved in that game should be ashamed of themselves. And yes, I'm looking directly at the camera. Every one of you should be ashamed of that. West Ham, right, at home, unacceptable. But it's a one-off, right? We then go into the Fulham game, 1-0 up within 6 minutes. Brilliant. And then we retreat. Why? That was the Arsenal in lockdown. We go 1-0 up, and then we just sit 10 men behind the ball for the sake of it. Why? This is a Fulham side who have lost their last 3 games and have not scored a single goal. I'm sorry? As well, against the Big Six, Fulham at home are horrendous. Home or away, they are flipping horrendous. They get slapped everywhere they go. But lo and behold, Arsenal come along. Here you go. Happy New Year, Fulham. Have 3 points. What is that all about? Today, Arteta sacked himself. That team selection was criminal. Right? Dropping Jesus. Understood. Right, that means, yeah, you could see Trossard come back in the false 9 position because we know how effective he is. A Kai Havertz. No, it's Eddie Nketiah. I'm still struggling to understand how that guy is earning 100 grand a week wearing the number 14 shirt. Is just staggering. How, in 2023, is he leading the line? Whoever came up with the bright idea to sign him up on a new deal, but not only that, give him the number 14 shirt, should be locked up. Locked up. Not handed a prison sentence. Locked up, prison sentence, throw the key away. Because that is suicidal to play Nketiah in that sort of game. Right? I said before the game, I'm not too sure about him starting for this one ahead of a Jesus, Havertz and Trossard, who we know are far more effective. Yes, Jesus can't exactly hit the back of the net, but Nketiah just offers nothing. Right? At least Jesus offers something. Unlike that flipping bum, strike. Oh my God. I mean, tomorrow is the transfer window, and Jesus, we need about 5 flipping positions. I don't care what anyone says. Right? Bin these flipping opinions about, oh, we've got great squad. No, we don't. All right? A striker is needed. We know that from the off. Right? A winger. I mean, Martinelli was probably our only bright spark today. Saka, what's happened to you, my friend? Yes, you scored the goal, but come on. It was a deflection. And if it wasn't for the Martinelli shot, then there's no way the ball would have ended up in your path anyway. But please, for the love of God, get rid of that haircut. It's ruining you. The deliveries. You better not try and get a job as a postman, or else you would get sacked instantly because you cannot deliver anything. Martinelli. In fact, no, not Martinelli. Odegaard. Invisible. Havertz. Non-existent. Ben White. I've had enough of him. I'm sorry. Great year. In fact, no, great season last year for Ben White. But I'm sorry. Time to go. Get in a new right back that actually knows how to defend. Every single Fulham attack went down his side. Kivior at left back. Oh my God. I remember saying at the start of the stream, you know what? This guy's already an upgrade on Zinchenko. Because he was looking good in the early stages. How wrong was I? But I don't blame him because he's not a flipping left back. And if Zinchenko is out for the long term, Tomiyasu has just come back, plus the fact he's going on the Asian Cup of Nations. We're going to have to stick with him at left back. So we're going to need a left back as well. A centre half is needed. A midfielder is needed as well. We've still not replaced Xhaka. It's December and we sold Xhaka in what, July? Did I just say July? July? Like, come on. Like, this squad needs a major overhaul. Right? I'm sick to death of watching bang average footballers. The football we have played all season has been dross. Absolutely dross. Honestly, I can't stand it. And uncomfortable conversations have to be held if we don't win anything this season. And don't get me wrong, I will still back the manager as far as I can, but I can't I'm starting to lose faith with him. I really am. Today was a prime example. Right, he can let the West Ham one go, right? Because that was down to the players more than the manager. Today, everyone included was at fault. The players, the manager, backroom staff, everyone crap. We look debriefed and we look debriefed of any ideas. We look clueless on the football. We can't pass. We can't shoot. What are we actually good at right now? Name a hit, because I can't. Honestly. And then we bring on Jesus. We throw on Trossard. Too late. Those two should have been on at half time. He takes off Martinelli, who, like I said, is the only player with a little bit of zip down that left-hand side. He takes him off. And you bring on Trossard. Like, they had fucking Castagne at right back. Castagne, who got relegated with Leicester last season. Trossard with his deliveries as well. Just everyone, other than Raya and Martinelli, everyone was flat to deceive. And I'm honestly lost for words. I really am. And as I said, players are needed in January. We are playing like the Tottenham team under Antonio Conte last season. It's just shocking football. And we have, let's be honest here, we have often relied on our defence to get us out of the rut that we have put ourselves in. That defence has overshadowed how poor we've been in attack so far this season. And it's starting to catch up on us. I can't flipping. I'm fuming, man. Most of these players need to get binned. I'm telling you now. Ben White, goodbye. Jorginho, goodbye. Zinchenko, goodbye. Nelson, goodbye. Smith Rowe, goodbye. Nketiah, goodbye. Stop telling me he's good enough. I'm sick and tired of it now. Oh, but he runs a lot. He runs a lot. Bro has the pressing ability of a pregnant woman. He doesn't do anything. At what point does anyone wake up? Wake up, smell the coffee, and Nketiah's not good enough. We're Arsenal Football Club. We ain't Barnet. Barnet. Arsenal Football Club, ladies and gentlemen, wake up. I'm lost for words. Big up Josh in the chat. Hope you're doing well. I mean, pointless question, innit? Like, oh, Happy New Year, Arsenal fans. Bro, 1 point. 1 point from the possible 6 against Fulham this season. I'm sorry, but when you look to Arsenal's fixtures before we went into the Christmas break, you got Fulham, West Ham, Fulham, and then Crystal Palace. And you're sitting there thinking, yeah, easy 9 points, surely. We've picked up none. Right? We used to be unbeaten. But before that West Ham game, we were unbeaten in all London derbies. And we've lost 2 on the bounce. Last season, we battered these 3-0 in the first half. And here again, like, what is going on? And what is going on with this flipping Anfield syndrome? Every time we play Liverpool at Anfield, we always have to suffer flipping defeats and stress out afterwards. Like, give me a break. Just give me a break. That is by far the worst performance I have seen this year. Honest to God. And fair play to Fulham. Deserved to win the game. Yeah, they had a shaky opening 10 minutes. But for the rest of the game, they completely outplayed us. I don't care what anyone says. 4 goals. In fact, no, 5 goals in our last 3 games. We have won 1. 1 game in our last 5. That is not acceptable if you're going for a league title. And you know what? Again, I still do support the manager. But what I will say, we may actually get ourselves in another position where, you know what? He's taken as far as as far as he could. But maybe uncomfortable conversations have to be held now. And we may have to look elsewhere for a new manager who can get us over the line. Because we were supposed to kick on. But we're not. We've regressed from last season. Not replacing Xhaka. Instead, buying 2 players for what? 68 million? That weren't needed. Where, like, it's pretty clear that a striker and a midfielder should have been on the cards anyway. And it seems like the players have lost their cohesion as well. We saw Gabriel and Declan Rice bickering in the second half. When Martinelli came off, bro aired Smith Rowe. Now, that could be a sense of frustration or I don't know. But it's damn right embarrassing. West Ham and Fulham, you know. West Ham and Fulham. I actually want to know how many goals they have conceded against the top six. It would do me favours if anyone could put in the chat how many goals Fulham have conceded against the top six this season. Jesus. Bro, I have no words. I'm telling you, if it wasn't for Raya, then yeah, we could have lost 3 or 4. Just so many players that we've got to get off the wage bill. And get Ivan Toney, for crying out loud. And Nketiah is done. Jesus just cannot finish a fucking spelling test. And I love Jesus. And I'm not saying to sell him because he's an excellent footballer when it comes to twisting in and out of defenders. You get what I'm saying? In fact, that sounded a bit sus. He's good at dribbling, that's what I will say, and link up. And Nketiah can't fucking do anything, man. He's just... I'm bored shitless of it. I've seen this for years, man. And I'm 16. And I've already seen enough. Just... Guys, I have no words to describe that performance. I really... I mean, you could use any sort of description. Spineless, feeble, abject. Use any terms. Pick your choice. It's just... I can't be bothered. In fact, whilst we're here, let's play a little game of keep or bin. And that's another thing as well. I tweeted earlier. Why didn't we go Trossard through the middle? If you're dropping Jesus, which is understandable, play Trossard through the middle, who can actually link up play. And you don't have to, rely on him to take corners. Him in that number 8 role does not work. We've seen him how good, how effective he can be in that number 9 role. False 9 role, pretty much. Why has that not happened? And another thing as well, Eddie Nketiah started 90 minutes. In fact, he started 95, didn't he? Yes, 95 minutes. That itself, in fact, is a sackable offence. Forget the lineup. Not taking Eddie Nketiah off is criminal. He should just go home in his kit. Doesn't even deserve the coach home. He is the most bang average footballer I have ever seen at Arsenal Football Club. Don't tell me otherwise. Stop telling me, oh, but he's got that goal scoring about him still. That's the only thing he has over Jesus. What is the point? What is actually the point? I'm sick of people telling me he's good enough as well. And he's our best forward. Like, you must have been drinking too much on Christmas. These players have eaten too much on Christmas. How can we go from first place at Christmas to then fourth? Tottenham are 1 point behind us. And believe it or not, we could be outside the top four by the time we next play in the Premier League. Because Tottenham have got Man United in the next Premier League game. We don't play for a solid 20 days in the Premier League. So hopefully, by that game against Crystal Palace at home, we would have got a striker, we would have got a midfielder, we would have hopefully got a centre half, and a left back. Because Zinchenko's too injury prone and he can't defend. And, you know, if he's not there, we have Kivior, who's a centre half. So, Edu, Kroenke, get your checkbook out tomorrow. And I'm saying tomorrow. Get, in fact, no, I was going to say, knock on Brentford's, what do you call it, bank door and flipping cash in the money, sorry. Right? Get rid of Nketiah, get rid of Jorginho, get rid of Ben White, or just replace him. Bro's more bothered about pulling his shorts up and showing off his thighs. I don't give a shit, mate. I want you to fucking defend. You're a right back. Right now, you should be playing right back in the dressing room. Yeah, I mean, as I said, Ivan Toney ASAP. Get him in ASAP. Midfielder-wise, you know what? Fuck it. Go for Douglas Luiz. Get him in. He can't be any worse than Kai Havertz in midfield. I'm telling you now. So, look, get him in. Fuck it. At least you've got a balanced midfield. Because at the moment, it's just pass to Sacco Martinelli and hope that they can dribble past the three men they've got around them. Like, it's not going to work. I'm sorry, it's not going to work. Hence why Sacco and Martinelli have to cut inside all the time. Because they have three players around them, and if they stuff, in fact, if the opposition stuffs out Sacco and Martinelli, then we have no game plan. We have no plan B. And right now, our plan A isn't working. Because we're so laborious on the football. We can't be bothered to string a pass together. Declan Rice over the last two games has been just awful. Today, too many sloppy passes. Jeez. And look, you can have a go at how shit Douglas Luiz is. Well, in fact, he's had a great season with Aston Villa. I'm not taking that away from him, but for Arsenal level, you can talk about, oh, he's not the level. Da, 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 da. Bro, think about it. He is a midfielder. He's the only midfielder that is somewhat available. And he's Brazilian, so he can have that sort of cohesion with Martinelli down that left-hand side. Use your logic. You're not getting Palhinha in January. You're not getting Chouameni in January. We need players to help us out for the rest of the season who are good enough. Because let's be completely honest here. Our best midfield is Thomas Partey, Declan Rice, and Martin Odegaard. We need to add those numbers up in midfield. And getting Douglas Luiz in January, I'm cool. Centre-back wise, Hato at Ajax, I'm hearing has been linked. Right? Great. 17, captain in Ajax, great. But I don't know whether he is reliable for a title run-in if Saliba is going to break down again. But saying that, you've got someone there. Left-back wise. Who have you got? Well, Grimaldo was available on a free transfer last summer. You're telling me we couldn't have gone after him? For free as well. For me, look, I know we've got Timber and Tomiyasu back, but Timber is someone that I'm looking forward to next season because he's going to be coming back around February, March. So we can push that aside. That is someone to look forward to next season because it's going to take him some time to get himself up to speed again. Tomiyasu is back, brilliant, but he's now off to Asian Cup of Nations, so brilliant. If Zinchenko's out for a long period, then we have to stick with Kivior. And for some reason, he's worse than Zinchenko at left back. And look, all I'm going to say, everyone's, going on about how shit Jesus and Zinchenko are, Manchester City imposters, this, that, the other. You saw today why we do miss them guys. I'm telling you now. Because we have no control. At least Zinchenko brings that control. Yes, he can't defend. And we know that already. We knew that last year, for fuck's sake. That he can't. Well, in fact, no, we've seen plenty of times this year he has cost us. So I don't know what I'm on about last year. He wasn't here last year. But this year, we know already he can't defend. But at least he's got some sort of maturity about him. At least he can actually ping a pass. I was screaming as well to get Jorginho on. Well, I wasn't screaming, but the voice in my head was screaming, get Jorginho on. Because A, he can spring a pass, and 2, he can control the tempo pretty well. Because it was evident already that we couldn't string 3 passes together. But no, you're going to take off Martinelli, you're going to leave Nketiah on for the whole 90, and you're going to switch to, what, a 4-4, whatever it was. I don't flipping know. I can't recognise the tactics anymore. Can you? Literally, I cannot recognise Arteta's tactics anymore. And I'm telling you, he gets until March for me. Unless if we go on a horrendous run from here throughout the whole of January and he ends up getting sacked anyway. But it feels like this title is out of reach already. Tottenham. Like, we were 7 points clear of Tottenham last week. In fact, before we played Brighton, we were 7 points clear ahead of Tottenham. We fast forward, 2 weeks later, and we're 1 point ahead of them. And they've got a game in hand, and that is Man United. And we don't play against Crystal Palace until the 20th of January. I mean, I don't know what we can do. The best solution is to get the business done early. Striker, I beg, if we do not get a striker this January, it's going to be the most suicidal Arsenal transfer window you'll ever see. Right? Arteta wants Ivan Toney. I've seen reports. Arteta wants Ivan Toney. Go and get the lad. Go and get him. No one else wants him. Ivan Toney doesn't want anyone else but Arsenal. Put the fucking money on the table. Get it done early. At least before, the Liverpool game in the FA Cup. That'll be perfect. However, saying I don't know when his ban actually comes to an end. But get it done before his ban does come to an end. Say if it's for a substantial amount of time. So, mate, I'm fuming, and I do apologise that this has gone on for, how long have we gone on for now? 38 minutes of me just waffling, spouting, just waffle. And look, I've got to get my points across here because it's just shocking at the minute. 1 win in 5. I just cannot stand. 1 win in 5. And we're going for the title. How can you spend over 100 million, this summer, and we're still worse? We're still worse off from last season. And we're short of 5 positions minimum. And that is the thing that really pisses me off with Arteta, man. He has no loyalty whatsoever. And you know what? Instead of persisting with Havertz in that centre attacking midfield position, wherever he flipping plays, I don't know, give Waneri a chance. Just give him a chance, for the love of God. Sousa, right? We have no one else to play at left back. It's pretty clear that Kivior cannot play left back. So play Sousa. Give him an opportunity. He didn't even come from our academy. We signed him from West Brom. Go and give him. I can't speak. Go and give him an opportunity. He's in the Champions League squad for a reason, because we have no one else to back up Zinchenko. So, give him a chance. That's all I ask for. Just some loyalty. Walters as well. Take Ben White out of the firing line. Give Walters a chance at right back. Waneri in the number 8 role. Yeah, it may not work out. We may not win every single game. But they will know the moment they are chosen in that team, they're going to want to take it. Because they will look at players like Saka, they'll look at players like Smith Rowe and go, you know what, I want to be like them. So, honestly, I'm praying. Because at this rate, we've got a January transfer window. So there's, I would say, a 50% chance, because we're not using these youngsters, they could go elsewhere. We don't know that, but they could actually go elsewhere to rival clubs, and they will smash it. They will get given more chances than they will at Arsenal. Mark my words. So, I'm just. I swear I've paused like 5 times already in this stream. I'm just, again, lost for words how far we have fallen. Granit Xhaka, it's pretty clear he was the glue in midfield. But if you don't replace him, then what's next? Honest to God. I've already mentioned the youngsters in Walters and that. Surely Walters can't do as worse than Ben White right now. Ben White has been awful for months. Awful. And when will people wake up that we paid £50 million for this guy? 50 million, man. Honest to God. Big up Stu MC. Hope you're doing well, mate. Arsenal dropped points in EPL. Fulham twice. Newcastle, Liverpool, Villa, West Ham. All on counters. Declan Rice is not suited to high line. Fine for West Ham and Southgate, but toasted in progression. Why I cannot speak? In progressive team. Mate, you are spitting absolute facts. I think Declan Rice is not offered a lot of protection at the same time because we're playing 2 attacking midfielders there. I mean, who can tell me where Havertz actually plays? Because it's clear that Arteta wants him as another midfielder. Fair enough. But at times, he's shifted up top as far as I'm concerned. Like, Sean Dyche would be happy, won't he? I mean, Jesus Christ. He would absolutely love the way Arsenal are playing Sam Allardyce. Just loft the ball over the top. Because we've seen Havertz plenty of times with Jesus. And then, lo and behold, we've got a 2-man midfield. And when Havertz is not clicking, it is honestly like playing with 10 men. 105 million downgrade on Xhaka, but the English press don't wait, hold on. 105 million downgrade on Xhaka, but the English press don't criticise it. I mean, look, Declan Rice has been our best player so far this season, but he's not been offered any flipping protection in that midfield. If he is in that midfield with Thomas Partey, I'm pretty sure we see the best of Declan Rice, and I'm pretty sure he will get supplied by Martinelli a lot more, because this system is hurting Martinelli big time, mate. I'm telling you now. But yeah, Declan Rice, I'm not going to go too hard on him because, look, he has been excellent, like one of our best players this season. But you're right, like he is more suited to a progressive team, and that's the thing with Declan Rice. He always looks for a pass down the right. He never looks for Martinelli. He never looks for Havertz. It's always to Odegaard or Saka, Ben White whenever he's going forward. That's the thing with Declan Rice, sorry. He needs to look to his left a lot more than he is at the moment because he's always shipping passes, down the right. It's the same thing with Maguire. Xhaka and Partey often were the sole defensive-minded midfielder, and they didn't play this poorly. Yeah, I think we're desperately missing Granit Xhaka, and the moment he left, I swear I said at the end of the video that this could be one of Arsenal's biggest mistakes. letting go of Granit Xhaka for only 25 million. And it's not paid off, unfortunately. I want Havertz to succeed so badly. Don't get me wrong. He's had a great purple patch for, 2 months now. It's just today offered nothing. I think Zubimendi would have been the answer at Sociedad. Wouldn't have needed any more than 60 million, and similar to Roger with a bit more mix. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Zubimendi. It's just I only worry about the physical side of his game. However, he is a very good player. And look, if he was alongside Declan Rice, then I would take that in a heartbeat, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm just so annoyed, man. Like, this was supposed to be a great month for Arsenal. This was supposed to be a great season for Arsenal. We're supposed to kick on, but we just haven't. Like, I don't know what to say. The football is crap. Tactics are crap. Players, majority of them, are crap. And as I said, we need a major overhaul in the summer. Not in the summer, in January. Right, Tony, as I said multiple times, is a must. If we don't get Ivan Tony, then we need a plan B. But at the same time, it's shocking that we're not giving the manager his number one target. And he's had this for years now, where Arteta has prioritised a target he really wants, but he's not given that. Like, last January, we got Trossard in, great. Kivior, another centre-half, yeah, we'll do fine, left-footed. Good backup for Gabriel. But, of course, we're not playing him in his right position because we have no one else at left-back. And then, obviously, Jorginho, when the manager clearly wanted Caicedo at Brighton. And obviously, Caicedo has not had the best career at Chelsea so far. But still, at the time, I mean, Caicedo and Partey in the midfield, like, come on. Bro's alongside that bomb in Enzo Fernandez. So, if he's alongside a proper DM in Thomas Partey and then Odegaard at the time, further ahead of him, then I think we would have won the league. And you know what? If we don't win anything this season, then that season where we should have won the league is just going to haunt me for days, because that was our best opportunity, winning the Premier League. It's a joke. As I said, look, I don't like criticising players. I don't like criticising managers. I don't like seeing managers getting sacked. But at the end of the day, you've got to call it what it is. Recently, the games have caught up with us. And it's been coming. We've relied on our defence far too much this season. And as I said, it's not going to it's not going to happen every game. Would it be too harsh on Enzo? He himself has been saddled with Mason Mount and now Gallagher. He doesn't have brainless idiots like that for Argentina. I mean, maybe I'm being a little bit too harsh, but for £100 million player, surely you're supposed to make them midfielders, run off you. And obviously, make them a lot better. That's the easiest terminology, I reckon. You know, if you're a world-class player, then you surely have to get these players to rub off you and and see um, see them improve. There we go. It took me a while to get my term out there, but yeah, I think I'm not saying Enzo Fernandez isn't a good player. He's just massively overrated, if you ask me. Um, and I feel like overall, he often gets dick rided by a load of Chelsea fans. That's the problem. Um, I'm just done. I mean, I've been going on for what 50 minutes now, and like, what else is there to say, really? What else is there to say? Players are needed. A manager by the end of the season could be needed. And look, if we're a serious football club, then look, we've got to be ambitious. None of this PR bullshit anymore. We need to sign some players. It's simple as that. Tomorrow, seeing as the transfer window is officially back, I'm going to be filming daily Arsenal content. Well, daily Arsenal transfer news. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, look up. Bro, I'm honestly, I can't get my words out today, man, because the worst thing is I've felt unwell throughout Christmas, and after Christmas, Arsenal have just performed like absolute wankers, which has not helped at all. So, apologies if I can't get my flipping words out today. I'm still feeling so ill, especially in the throat area. So, yeah, I hope I've got my points across well. As I said, look out for Arsenal transfer daily. That'll be coming tomorrow. And hopefully it's a January transfer window to remember instead of one to forget. We move on. We've got Liverpool in the FA Cup next week. And yeah, we don't actually play Crystal Palace, as I said, until the 20th of Jan. So, yeah, hopefully things have not got worse than they already have, because we would have been 4 points clear. 4 points clear. In fact, no. Hold on a minute. So if we would have beaten West Ham, we would have gone top of the league. Let me get this right. So bear with me. So if we would have won against West Ham, that'll put us on 43. 1 point ahead of Liverpool. If we would have won today, we would be on how many? 44, 45, 46. 46. So yeah, we would have been 4 points clear at the top. And by the way, that's another thing as well. When was the last time Eddie Nketiah scored away from home? Exactly. No answers, because you can't tell me. He's not good enough. End of story. Stop telling me he is our best forward. I'm sick and tired of it. Because, bro, stat padded a hat-trick against Sheffield United. Oh yeah, let's have a wank about it for days, months, years. Nicholas Jackson scored a hat-trick against Chelsea. You don't see Chelsea fans rating him. Accept the facts. He is not good enough. He has no remontada about him. There's no games where, you know what? This guy is hot on form. Scores goals left, right and centre. Hold up play. Unreal. Oh no. It is completely the opposite. Guys, I think I've... enough said. I appreciate everyone who has tuned in. I'm sorry that it is over the time limit. I just had a lot of things to get off my chest. And I don't want to be ranting like this. I want Arsenal to be top of the league. I want trophies, man. I demand trophies. Bayern, Real Madrid, they don't accept this shit, man. Right? If Real Madrid lost to West Ham and Fulham back to back, I'll let you answer the reaction from Real Madrid fans. The lot of them would have been going on rampage about Carlo Ancelotti. They would want his head on the chopping block. So we have to look at Arteta and start asking questions, because this is not sustainable. Players like Eddie Nketiah are not going to win your Premier League titles. Ben White at right back is not going to win you a Premier League title. Kivior at left back will not win you a Premier League title. Gabriel Jesus as a number 9 will not win you a Premier League title. As much as it pains me, because I'm a huge fan of Jesus, he cannot score to save his life. So maybe, I'll tell you what I would have done. I'm sorry I'm rumbling on, but again, this is another point I want to get across. This is what I would have done today. Raya in goal, no problem. Right back, you would have had to go with Ben White because we had no one else. Saliba, Gabriel, fair enough. Left back, seeing as Zinchenko wasn't available, then yeah, Kivior at left back, we had no choice. Midfield, Declan Rice, absolutely. Kai Havertz in midfield. I mean, there were strong cases about that because obviously before he got suspended against Liverpool, he was on some good form. So yeah, maybe. Odegaard obviously in that cam position. Saka on the right, Martinelli on the left. And then I would have either gone Trossard or Jesus. In fact, no. Front three, I would have gone Saka on the right, Jesus on the left, and then Trossard through the middle. And for me, that would have been a perfect team to go and have a go. Because Fulham are shocking against the top 6. As I said right at the start of the stream, they are shocking against the top 6. And if we had Trossard and Jesus altering positions for 90 minutes, it would have been tough for them to handle, trust me. And although Martinelli looked really sharp, I think that would have been a perfect lineup to go with today. Or we could have gone Martinelli through the middle and Jesus on the left. And completely switch the positions and give Jesus a go on the left and then Martinelli. So he hasn't got 3 players around him down the flanks. We can use his strengths and play him in behind, which is what we did in the first half. That first goal came from David Raya. Quick thinking, down the left-hand side to Martinelli, had acres of space, cuts inside, shoots. That is a sign of what we can do. We've seen glimpses of it, but we don't produce it for 90 minutes. What is going on? Why do we not produce it for 90 minutes? There's always glimpses here and there that we are going to do something. Patterns of play. But I'm sorry, as I said, Arteta is sacking himself. And he will get himself sacked if he's not careful. Because people think Arteta is in the safe round here. I'm telling you now, people always wrap him in cotton wool and go, you know what, you're immune to criticism, mate. No. He's always safe around here. It's always the players we have to turn on to. Today was the players and the manager. Yeah, and enough said. I'm going to be here all night otherwise. I appreciate everyone who has joined. And Jesus, I'm going to go and rest my throat because I've been going on all night. And yeah, by the way, I do wish everyone a happy new year as well. The support that you guys have given me non-stop, I cannot thank you enough. And look, bring on 2024. Hopefully, it's going to be a great year for YouTube and Arsenal. Because obviously I want to grow my channel to the max. Arsenal, I want them to win some damn trophies. Just hopefully 2024 is a remembered year. And yeah, all I'm going to say is Happy New Year to the lot of you. And yeah, hopefully brings us better memories. What a shit way to end it, though. What a shit way. I'll see you in the next one. Watch out for tomorrow's video as well. Arsenal transfer daily. I will promise, though, to continue doing transfer videos, but I know I see it every year, but this time out, I will be doing Arsenal transfer news non-stop. So you'd expect a video to come out every single day. Starts tomorrow, so the content is coming thick and fast. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bless.